By far, the most frequently asked question that I've gotten recently, especially after I posted about showing up to work drunk, driving there drunk, continuing to stay drunk while working. How did I manage to stay drunk at work for that period of time without getting fired? And if you're new here, my name's Amanda. I am a recovering alcoholic. I used to drink vodka and take kratom all day, every day for about 3 years straight. There were a lot of reasons that I was able to stay at work and continue to work while intoxicated. I worked at a desk. I did not work in a group where I was closely sitting next to other people. I did have to socialize the typical good morning, how are you, how was the weekend? But I'm so not into small talk, so just the look on my face would sometimes deter people from even approaching me with those conversations because I have no interest in them. And those are conversations that I've always just been able to bullshit through. I could have spent my entire weekend throwing up, sobbing, terrible, and my answer would have been, my weekend was great, thanks. That's it. Leave it at that. Don't ask them how their weekend was. I just left it. There was no break room. There was no place that everyone gathered to eat their meals. And even if there were, I didn't eat. And the very few times that I did break away to get something to eat, I would usually just eat it in my car and I go to the bathroom and purge it. There were no situations that required me to be physically close enough to people that would allow them to smell it on me. Another thing is the type of work that I did. It was very data-based, very numbers-based. It was not a creative or intuitive type of job. It had nothing to do with how you felt or how anyone else felt. When I did get questions, they were usually in the form of an email, and on the ones that were in a phone call or in person, it was the same questions over and over, that as long as I could remember my shit, all I had to do was state facts, state numbers, data. The biggest reason that I was able to work drunk and stay drunk and keep my job, and this is the saddest reason of all, is alcohol actually enhanced my personality and my performance for a while. When I say that, I mean it made me much more tolerant of other people because I naturally have a very low social tolerance. I'm not social. I'm extremely introverted. People think that because I'm able to come on here and tell these, very, very personal stories and facts about myself that I must be extroverted. The truth is, I'm sitting in my vehicle completely by myself, talking to my phone. I'm not in a room with you. I am not looking at you. If I was sitting down talking to a group of people, I would find these conversations to be very difficult, and I would probably shut down. Alcohol made me very social. It made me curious. There were times that I wanted to know what someone's weekend was like. There were times that I couldn't wait to tell them what mine was like, whether I lied about it, exaggerated it, or just wanted to talk. It made me social. It helped me not be bothered by people and situations that would normally bother me. Now that was only for a time. Sometimes I got so drunk that someone asking me a simple question that was completely my job would put me in a rage. I at least had the cognitive ability to keep it inside, but there were times I would get so mad and frustrated because being drunk just exaggerated all of those feelings that I would have to go to the bathroom and cry because the anger was so bad. My job was very repetitive and I did the same thing every day. And don't get me wrong, I made so many mistakes, but they were mistakes that I easily blamed on other people because they made mistakes all the time. So if I made a mistake, it was very easy for me to pivot and say, oh, it's because this person did this. When it came to me, this is how it came to me. I'm actually really shocked that no one found my alcohol. I would always hide my alcohol in places that would not tie me to the alcohol. They were in places that anyone could access, but I knew that no one did access except for me. I actually had a list in my head of people that I didn't like that I would blame if someone ever found my alcohol.